Hello, Robstar-Z here, and today we're showing another video of the Paldea prologue. Today I will showing you a bit of wins with Iron Bundle and a bit of Abomasnow, because they're just so good in general and I have a lot of fun with them and I have a lot of wins with them. So, let's get into the first match where we choose miraidon, Iron Hands, Abomasnow and Iron Bundle in the first match. So let's see how this goes. Alright guys, just be sure this is a commentary, this isn't me live doing it. Normally I take some clips of the live stream, but this time it's just me commentary it. So if I do stutter a bit and make a bit of mistakes, I'm so sorry, I'm kind of new to this. So, we're starting off with miraidon and Iron Bundle, that's Iron Bundle in German I think. And then miraidon and Iron Hands, that's just the powerful duo where I'm starting most of my matches off. With the electric terrain setup and the quark drive activates for Iron Hands and Iron Bundle, and the electric seed activates for miraidon. So we're actually gonna start off with an this is actually a bit tricky because I played this game, the last game before this I played this guy again. So this guy I played against him 2 times in a row. So I'm going for the electric drift into the miraidon because he terrorized last time and a fake out. So he does a lot of damage, but I'm not sure he's going for it this time. But we will see in a bit. Alright, I'm gonna terrestrialize into a fairy type, of course. So the blizzard or the icy wind doesn't do that much on my miraidon. It can't do that much. Or the freeze dry. So we terrestrialize, do a fake out, and then he doesn't terrestrialize. So this is a bit embarrassing because I'm now gonna do my electro drift into the miraidon. And it's not gonna be very effective. He couldn't move, that's cool. And he does an icy wind which lowers our speed, which is very bad because our miraidon now moves last and his moves first. So that was a waste of a turn. So I can go for the Dazzling Gleam and I'm gonna swap. No, I'm actually gonna swap in Abomasnow, because he's probably gonna do electro drift into my miraidon. Then I catch it with the Abomasnow because it's a grass type, it's resistance. And then we wait. So miraidon comes back. Abomasnow comes in. Of course shiny. Snow warning, that's cool. That's good for the blizzard. He does a freeze dry which it does a bit of damage, not too much, and of course the electro drift into my Abomasnow, and it actually knocks him out. So yeah, we keep the miraidon and he actually has speed boost now because its speed doesn't go down. And we do the wild charge into the Iron Bundle, and yeah, now we can he can do an icy wind, so our miraidon can move first I think. So that's cool. He's going for Roaring Moon and we going for Iron Bundle here. So this is actually a good matchup. We can do a Blizzard and just knock them out, or one of them. I think miraidon will get knocked out with a Blizzard. And we can just go for a Prey Whip in the Roaring Moon. And I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. Prey Whip into the Roaring Moon. That will do 4 times super effective damage. Even though if I move first I can do a Blizzard, but I'm assuming I can move first or something, I don't know. But we're gonna do a Blizzard and a Prey Whip, and that will for sure knock them out. So we go for the Blizzard, which is 100% accuracy. Miraidon is getting knocked out. That's very huge. Miraidon is such a threat for us team. And then they actually do a Tailwind, so they can move first. But if the Prey Whip hits with this hit, they have 1 Pokemon left, so that's a bit embarrassing for them. So they're gonna go with the Ryzen, that is Great Tusk. And yeah, we can definitely go for the Blizzard, and then for Drain Punch, if it has a focus stage, it can move first. But we definitely has won this game if we throw a Blizzard or Icy Wind, one of the two. So we go for the Blizzard. then do a Drain Punch, and then we should knock it out. No matter what it does. Blizzard, there we go. So that's just how powerful our Iron Bundle is. It runs this game with the snow setup. Because if the snow wasn't set up, then we couldn't do anything. That was our first game done. Moving into the second game, we have Iron Hands against us, Terraframe, Great Tusk, miraidon, Iron Bundle, and Ching-Pao. So this team is actually not that bad against us. But I think we're just gonna go with the Abominable Snow because they have Brave Bird, of course, but that's our only and Iron Hands. That's the only weaknesses against Abominable Snow. For the rest, they get pretty long. And if you can set up the Blizzard for the Miraidon, that will be huge. Alright, next match, and they gotta go with Terraframe and Iron Bundle, Shiny Iron Bundle. And we gotta go with Iron Bundle and our Miraidon first, and the Hard-On engine for the electric terrain, of course, set up, and the Quark Drive will activate on both Iron Bundles, and the electric seed will, of course, activate as well. So we're gonna go straight for Dazzling Gleam, I think, or because that will be. Oh, my screen falls out. Sorry for that. We're gonna go with the Dazzling Gleam so we can knock out the Iron Bundle. That will definitely knock out, and then the Icy Wind so we can move first. But they actually gonna Terrestrialize, and I think they're gonna Terrestrialize into an Ice type on Iron Bundle. Yeah, and they will do a Freeze Dry or Icy Wind, which do a lot of damage. And but I'm gonna Terrestrialize, so it wouldn't do that much. Yeah, of course, if they do the Freeze Dry, it will do a bit of damage, but not enough to knock us out. And we're gonna go into the Fairy type. Dazzling Gleam will definitely knock out the Iron Bundle. They are gonna go for the Tailwind, that's obvious. Oh. And they actually gonna go for the Icy Wind, which is not that great, because now we have not speed advantages, but we will give Miraidon gifted easily, and Iron Bundle tanks that, because it's double resistance to to ice. And we actually do the Icy Wind, which only get the speed fail of the Iron Bundle because it has covered growth. But we do Dazzling Gleam, which is fine. The Iron Bundle knocks out. The Terraframe loses its ability Gale Wings, so it can move first with its flying attack. And we actually knock out the Iron Bundle, which is actually good. That is the threat anymore. So next up is Miraidon. And they gotta go with the Hard-On engine, but it doesn't really matter as electric terrain is already set up. We're just gonna go for the Protect to protect the attack from Miraidon if it does Dazzling Gleam or Electro Drift. And we're actually gonna protect our Iron Bundle as well. This is just to stall the Tailwind, I think. That's what I'm thinking. Because the Tailwind is obviously a threat here, because they can move first, both of them. And I think the Terraframe must be knocked out first. So yeah, there goes the Electric Drift. And the Terraframe must be knocked out first. So it can send up another Tailwind. And the Brave Bird actually into my Iron Bundle. So the Iron Bundle will definitely survive that attack. So we can go for the Dazzling Gleam. And I think the Icy Wind. And if the Terraframe hits, then the Rocky Helmet. That's just... people ask me why I do the Rocky Helmet. But it's just for a situation like this where it's more for the collision course and the Electro Drift, so they have always physical contact. And yeah, and my Miraidon is now knocked out by the Electro Drift, which is not that good. Also, the reason why I have no sound on the moves effect is because I forgot to monitor my sound. Sorry about that, next video will be fixed. Icy Wind comes in, and as you can see the Terraframe is now knocked out. And we can stall another turn with Protect and then stall out Tailwind. So we are gonna go in with the Abominable, and they're gonna go in with the Ching-Pao. This is actually a bit of threatening because they have Sucker Punch and it doesn't really matter what I do. We can go where all the defense on the surrounding Pokemon fails. Snow warning, we set up the snow so we can hit the blizzard for 100% accuracy. We're gonna actually set up the Aurora Veil, which is pretty obvious. And we're gonna see how much Tailwind they have, and then we have one turn, so we can do the protect, and then it's over for them. But I think they're gonna go with Sucker Punch on my Iron Bundle, so it doesn't matter if I attack. Oh, they're gonna go with Sacred Sword. And Electro Drift. That is actually interesting. That is actually interesting. So we're gonna go with the Aurora Veil, which protect our Pokemon. We have only Frudemain in the back, so this isn't looking good for us. But the Frudemain, of course, has Dazzling Gleam. And that Tailwind put it out. That's what I wanted to have. We can go with the Ice Shard, so we can guarantee move first, and the Blizzard, so we can knock out the Miraidon. But as you can see, we're gonna knock out the Iron Bundle with Sucker Punch. That's what I expected. And the Ice Shard wouldn't do enough to knock out the Miraidon. And they're gonna go with Electro Drift, of course. Now we have only Frudemain left, but I think we can move first. And the Sucker Punch wouldn't knock us out because of the Aurora Veil. I think that's the case. Next. And we can actually go, we can just go for the Dazzling Gleam. It doesn't really matter if I do protect or not. But we can go for the Dazzling Gleam. They do Sucker Punch, but it isn't enough to knock us out. And then the Dazzling Gleam will knock out because the Chien-Pao already was hit. And his Focus Sash doesn't work anymore. And the Miraidon is knocked out in one turn. And that means we win this game with 12 HP left. And of course we're gonna get knocked out, but I think we're gonna go and win this game. Yeah, we defeated. We won the game. GG to my opponent. Moving into the next game, a team I don't really see a lot. The Wing, Dragapult, Houndstone, Scovillain, Frudemain, and Torkoal. A lot of teams, I saw a lot of teams don't have Miraidon or Koraidon. I don't know if they didn't know or they just did, because I just assumed everyone had it. But most of the people I played had it, but like 20 or 30% that didn't have it. It was really weird, but we're gonna go with this team, and then look what we have in store for us. Alright. So they're gonna go with the Dragapult and Torkoal. And the Miraidon and Frudemain. We start with that. Ardon Engine activates. No Pokemon with Chloroc Dive, so it doesn't really matter. But we have our Electricity which boosts our defense. And they have Drought, which is always terrifying. And they actually activate our Photosynthesis, which is pretty good. Our speed is heightened. And they have a Mirror Herb, which always also their defense rose. But it doesn't really matter as we are both special attackers. So, what we can do is for the Dazzling Gleam to try and knock out the Dragapult. But I'm actually going for the Protect and see what they gonna do so I can predict their next move. So we're gonna go for the Protect on Frudemain and the Protect on Miraidon to see what they're gonna do. And they're gonna actually go for the Protect. That's just pretty good because now we can hit it. And they're gonna go with the Heat Wave, and that is actually a pretty good move. That means I don't have to Terrestrialize this time, because the Heat Wave is not very effective against Dragon. We're gonna go with the Electro Drift and the Moonblast on Dragapult. They actually gonna Terrestrialize now. I'm not sure on what. Dragapult into a Ghost type. So the Ghost type attacks will do more damage now, which is pretty scary because of my Frudemain will go down. And they will survive this Moonblast just. Electro Drift will hit the Torkoal. I don't know if it knocks it out. It does knock it out. So they are both low, which means they can get knocked out by Dazzling Gleam. But they have a Citrus Berry, which means they cannot be knocked out by both by Dazzling Gleam. But they're actually gonna go with Terror Blast, and that's a pretty good strategy. Now Frudemain will get knocked out. Frudemain is down. Heat Wave will hit, but it doesn't do a lot. And I will get the burn, but it doesn't really matter as it's not a physical attacker, it's a special attacker. So yeah, it sucks always 1/16 of our health, but it doesn't really do that much. We can go for the Iron Bundle. Quark Drive will activate. Speed was heightened. And we can go for the Electro Drift, and the Icy Wind will knock out the Dragapult if it hits, because it has a 5% chance of not hitting. But it's actually gonna go for the Protect, which is fine by me. Next turn I will do an Icy Wind into the Dragapult. So an Icy Wind into the Torkoal doesn't do that much, doesn't really matter, as we do an Electro Drift into the Torkoal. So we have a free knockout there. Thank you very much. Torkoal's down. And we get hit by the burn. Frudemain comes out next. Photosynthesis also activates on the Frudemain, and its speed was heightened, so that's a bit that sucks a bit, because it's now faster than my miraidon. We can do an Electro Drift into that and an Icy Wind, so my miraidon is moving first then, I think. No, the Iron Bundle is moving first, but with the Icy Wind maybe the miraidon is moving first instead of the Frudemain. We do the Icy Wind, we knock out the Dragapult for sure. Speed fell of the Frudemain, the Dragapult is down. And we can go for the Electro Drift, because and we can move first now. And it is knocked out. So that's a very good turn. Because of the speed reduction, we can move first. If the speed reduction wasn't a thing, then the Frudemain of course will move first. Scovillain is next. And that's the last Pokemon, so we don't have to worry a lot. We can just go for a Calm Mind here and an Icy Wind. I don't know why I didn't do Hydro Pump. It's probably the Icy Wind because they can. Oh, that actually does a lot. So yeah, we have basically one here. We do a Calm Mind just to be sure, and then an Electro Drift next turn. I think the Scovillain will knock out our Iron Bundle with Giga Drain. That does actually a lot of damage. It's gonna restore our full health. Yep. So the Iron Bundle has fainted. But no worries, we still have 3 Pokemon left. Burn will still hit. We're gonna go with the Iron Hands. We have actually 2 Pokemon left. I apologize instead of 3. Frudemain was of course knocked out. So we're gonna go with the Electro Drift or another Calm Mind. Yeah, I guess another Calm Mind and a Fake Out. No, not into the miraidon, into the Scovillain. So we do a Fake Out so it can move, and we can do a free Calm Mind, and after this we will do an Electro Drift. And it's Finch gonna move. We're still gonna get hit by the burn. But now we can actually do an Electro Drift. I don't know why I shouldn't do it, because I just want this match now to be over. And Grass type, Drain Punch. Why not? So we're gonna Terrestrialize into our Iron Hand. So if he does Giga Drain, oh, my screen fell out again. So if it does Giga Drain, then it wouldn't do very much damage, but it's still Fire type, so. We do the Electro Drift, and I don't know if it knocks it out, but probably is. Yeah, it probably knocks out. I don't know why I did the rest, guys. Just for the flags. And we won the third battle. And I think I'm gonna show off one more battle. So, we have the last battle. We have Iron Bundle, Murkrow, Golden Goat, Chimpao, Iron Hands and Miraidon. And we're gonna choose for the main Iron Hands, Miraidon, and I'm not sure who the last one is. It's Abomasnow. And so this is the last battle. This is recorded on a different day, so I'm sorry about that. Alright, last battle is here, and he sends out Murkrow and Iron Bundle. So he sends out the Murkrow for the Tailwind setter, and we're gonna set up Flittermane and the Iron Hands. No Quark Drive this time. This is actually one of the matches I don't start. This may be the only match I don't start with Miraidon in the whole tournament. I'm not sure, but this is it's definitely a weird one to see not Miraidon up front to activate the hard-on engine for the electric terrain. But as well, what we can do is just go for Dazzling Gleam. That will definitely knock out the Iron Bundle, and I'm not sure the Murkrow, or not sure the Iron Bundle, but we will see. We'll go into the Iron Bundle for a fake out, and it hits. Definitely good. And Thunder Wave, I didn't expect that. I expected the Tailwind, but Thunder Wave also a great shout by my opponent. Iron Bundle flinched, and I hope I'm not paralyzed. I'm not. So the Iron Bundle and Murkrow Murkrow is already so close to dying, and Iron Bundle is already dead. Mufula may lost some of his HP. This is a very good start for us. I got some more battles, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna edit this one. But we're gonna have Iron Hands into the next one, and we're gonna see what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for an Dazzling Gleam to knock out definitely the Murkrow, or we're gonna go for Moonblast for a high attacking go on Iron Hands. But we're actually gonna go for the Protect, and then a Play Rough or Wild Charge. We need to knock out the Murkrow, so he does set up a Tailwind, so it doesn't really matter. But he's actually gonna Terrestrialize, so he expects it's definitely a Grass type. He definitely expected us to go for the Iron Hands. It was good to know that we now do Protect, because we now know it's a Grass type, and we actually go for the Murkrow. He sets up the Tailwind. That's so far. That's fine. That we can now safely knock it out, and now we can do it for the wave. But actually, he does a Swords Dance, the Iron Hands, which means he doesn't have the Assault Vest, which is, yeah, it's we can do a bit of damage with special attacks here and there, because it has such a low special defense stat. So, but it's definitely scary that he does a Swords Dance. We need to get it. We need to knock it out quick as possible. And then goes the Miraidon, also scary with the electric terrain, which Iron Hands is even gonna be stronger even with the Swords Dance. And my Iron Hands is also getting an attack boost, but not by a lot. So we can go for the Dazzling Gleam and the Play Rough. I'm actually thinking here to knock out the Miraidon first, but can't Terrestrialize, so we're gonna go with the Play Rough into the Iron Hands, I mean the Miraidon, and Drapers. Look at how much that does. That does a ton damage for a Drain Punch. We nearly didn't knock out the Miraidon. It's alright. We're gonna go with Abomasnow here. And Snow Warning to set up the snow, so the Blizzard will hit, and the Blizzard is super effective against Iron Hands. And we can actually, he's definitely gonna go with the Abomasnow, so we can do an Ice Shard. I'm not sure why I'm attacking. Didn't I do a Draper? I'm not sure, sorry. So we definitely knock out the Miraidon. Now it's a 3 against 1, but he definitely goes for the Draper into our Abomasnow. That was so obvious, so I needed to do the Ice Shard to move first, because he has the Tailwind up. And we do a Drain Punch. And the Drain Punch hits, and it doesn't do that much. If he does Drain Punch back, then he restores all our health. So it doesn't really matter. Did I have the Iron Bundle or Miraidon? I have Miraidon, alright. So Miraidon comes out. We still have our terrestrialization. So if he goes for a Drain Punch into our Iron Hands Miraidon, then we resist it. Am I gonna go for it though? Yes, I am. I'm gonna go with it, Calm Mind it, so it does even more damage. Drain Punch the Iron Hands, because he's definitely gonna go with the Miraidon, but he just wants it. He wants it to be gone. It's a big threat for him because of his weak special defense stat, because it doesn't have Assault Vest. So we're gonna go with the Calm Mind. We can move first. And now I'm actually in a good spot. We have also the Electric Seed will boost our defense, so it won't do that much. It still does a lot of damage for not a very effective move. But we're definitely gonna go with the Drain Punch now. And we can safely knock it out now. So he restores a bit of health with leftovers. And we can Tailwind, so build it out, so I can probably move first with my Iron Hands. Dazzling Gleam will be enough to knock it out. Dazzling Gleam, Terrestrialization boost, and yeah, it knocks out the Iron Hands, and that is a GG. And that was my last game that I will show today. I'm not sure if I will show more games of the Paldea Pro League. I have some more games stored up, but I'm definitely gonna go. Because I cannot, I cannot. So guys, this is what I ended on day 3 and almost done. I have 7 battles to do and then it's gone. But this is what I done. Thank you so much for watching. I'm not sure if I'm gonna show the rest of you guys. I've done it's not a lot of editing. But thank you very much for watching. I will do a bit of Nuzlocke here and there. I'm not promising anything because I'm doing my Nuzlocke from quest types only since the beginning of the game, and I still haven't finished it. I'm halfway there. 3 attempts. It's really hard with quest types. So thank you very much for watching. I have some news. I won't be playing Scarlet and Violet or Pokemon Violet for a long time because of the save data glitch. I definitely want. What I do is I like VGC battles, so I train the Pokemon, I call the shiny, and then I train them. But if I'm in a spot, I have connected to Go, so I'm not sure what to do. I can disconnect from Go, that's no worries. But I think the save is nothing has happened. If I load up my save file, it's probably fine. But if I just do something else and there will be a spot where the save data will be corrupted, I don't want that. So I'm just planning out to do my Nuzlocke and Arceus shiny hunting in BDSP to kill the time, and for the rest I'm just doing a lot of Pokemon Go. So thank you guys for watching. That was my update, and thank you very much for watching. To the next video. Maybe a bit of showdown can also do, but thank you very much.